Sometimes projects that failed to achieve widespread popularity during their original release unexpectedly find a second life years later. That is exactly what happened with Chapelwaite, the series based on the works of Stephen King. Despite concluding its story several years ago, the project has once again become one of the most watched titles on MGM Plus and attracted the attention of a new audience. The series is based on the short story Jerusalem's Lot, which is connected to one of the author's most famous literary universes. The origins of this story trace back to Salem's Lot, the novel published in 1975. At the center of the story is writer Ben Mears, who returns to his hometown, where a series of frightening and supernatural events gradually begins to unfold. Over time, the novel became one of King's defining works and was adapted for both television and film on multiple occasions. Over the decades, audiences have seen several different versions of this story. These included television miniseries released in the late 1970s and the early 2000s, as well as a feature film adaptation released in 2024. Chapelwaite became another exploration of the same mythology, but approached it through the lens of Gothic horror and family secret. Years after its original run ended, the series unexpectedly returned to the list of MGM Plus' most popular titles. As of June 15, it had climbed to the number 2 position in the platform's overall rankings in the United States, trailing only the top title while outperforming several well-known films and television series. The renewed interest is especially notable considering the show's history. In early 2022, the series was renewed for a second season. However, further development never materialized. In the fall of 2023, it was announced that the continuation had been cancelled, leaving the story concluded after a single season. Critical reaction to the series was mixed. On Rotten Tomatoes, the approval rating among professional critics stood at 56%. Some reviewers argued that the narrative unfolded too slowly and did not always justify the length of its 10-episode season. This new surge in popularity for Chapelwaite demonstrates that many Stephen King adaptations continue to resonate with audiences long after their release. For viewers who enjoy slow-burning stories filled with supernatural elements and a dense atmosphere of unease, the series has once again become one of the most intriguing discoveries among modern horror productions.